Now question number 7. I can say that this one is a slightly lengthy, slightly difficult, and based on the concept of progressions. Now let's see which type of progression series we will form. So we have an expression on the left hand side which is equal to m multiplied by 8 raised to the power 9, and we'll have to find out the value of m. So we will get rid of this 8 raised to the power 9 on the right hand side. We'll take it to the left hand side in the denominator. So we can write the value of m as 8 raised to the power 9 divided by 8 raised to the power 9. So entire left side will be divided by 8 raised to the power 9. So it will be 1 plus 2 into, I have 9 into 8 raised to the power 8. This will be divided by 8 raised to the power 9. So I'll be left with 9 upon 8 plus 3 multiplied by, so this when divided by 8 raised to the power 9, in the denominator I'll be left with 8 square. Okay, so this will be 3 into 9 by 8 whole square, and so on up till 10 multiplied by 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 9. Okay, now this expression, as you can see on the right hand side, is arithmetic geometric progression. We call it AGP. Okay, so here the first part of every term is in arithmetic progression 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on up till 10. And the second part is geometric progression 9 by 8 raised to the power 0, 9 by 8 raised to the power 1, 9 by 8 raised to the power 2, and so on up till 9 by 8 raised to the power 9. So I'll multiply the entire left side and right hand side by 9 by 8, which is the common ratio of the geometric progression in this series. So 9 by 8 m, multiplying every term by 9 by 8 on the right hand side and writing it one step ahead. So 1 multiplied by 9 by 8 will be 1 into 9 by 8. I'll write it one step ahead. Plus second term will become 2 into 9 by 8 square, and so on. The second last term will become 9 into 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 9, and the last term will be 10 multiplied by 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 10. Okay, now I have two equations. I will subtract equation 2 from equation number 1, or vice versa. I can subtract equation number 1 from second. So let's do it. Second equation minus the first equation. So 9 by 8 m minus m will be m upon 8. Okay, on the right hand side I will have so I'll write first of all the last term 10 into 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 10. Okay, then every other term will be negative. Okay, so 9 into 9 by 8 raised to the power 9 minus 10 into 9 by 8 raised to the power 9, and so on. So I'll take negative sign common. The first term here will be 1 plus 9 by 8 plus 9 by 8 whole square, and so on up till 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 9. Okay, this is m by 8. So the value of m by 8 will be equal to, so 10 into 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 10 minus, inside the bracket I have a geometric progression, so I'll write the sum of GP. So a, which is the first term, a multiplied by r raised to the power n, the number of terms is 10, minus 1 upon 9 by 8 minus 1. Okay, now let's write the simplified form of the right hand side on the next page. So m upon 8 is equal to 10 into 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 9. No, whole raised to the power 10, I think. Yes. So whole raised to the power 10 minus, then inside the bracket the sum of this geometric progression. So I have 1, I'll remove it, I'll neglect it. So in the denominator I have 9 by 8 minus 1, so that will be 1 by 8. 8 will come in the numerator, so it will be 8 times 9 by 8 raised to the power 10 minus 1. Alright, so the value of m will become, so 8 will be multiplied on the right hand side, so it will be 80 multiplied by 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 10 minus 8 into 8 is 64 into 9 by 8 raised to the power 10 plus 8 into 8 is 8, and this will be 64. Okay. All right, so let's resolve it. On the right hand side, 16 into, so 80 minus 64 is 16. 16 into 9 by 8 whole raised to the power 10 plus 64, right? So the first term 8 will get cancelled, so I'll be left with 2 multiplied by 9 raised to the power 10 divided by 8 raised to the power 9 plus 64. Now taking 8 raised to the power 9 LCM, so 2 into 9 raised to the power 10 plus 64 into 8 raised to the power 9. Now 64 is 8 square. So 8 square into 8 raised to the power 9 will be 8 raised to the power 11. So this will be the final value of m. Now we can match it among the options, and looks like it is option B. So question number 7, the correct answer is option B.